You're wearing black, right? Nice. Okay, dude. Good luck. Thank you. You're far too kind. Dude, that one yesterday was nuts. The sequel's gonna be nuts. The old guard.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Why would he do that? Good luck, by the way, brother. Let me know, brother.
First down, Vic. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. 30, the 20,
it's going to be a great
10,
game.
Touchdown,
Between the legs. Lay it up on him.
Hawkinson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Dude, I didn't call that.
Wow, first play
I didn't call it he was working with the other guy.
These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
I even said the line. I said it right up out of his mouth. Oh, it was never about the goal. Oh, nice, and she gets to punch him. I'm ready, brother. Hit me.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards that time. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
No.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a
Look at all these pick routes, man. You see all those pick routes? Unbelievable.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3.
Nice.
And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Don't worry.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again.
Ready?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 16-yard line.
Let me know.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
And one of the things that makes this play so difficult to defend is that it has so many options to it. And the quarterback has to go through them and fast. Do you hand it off inside? Do you keep it yourself? Do you pitch it to a trailing back? On this play, it's hard to say that he made the right decision because that play was swallowed up for no gain.
They'll try to throw it here. Vic. A heavy rush and down he goes. Devin White. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
3rd and long for Vic. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. From the gun, Vic. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
Dude, that was...
8, read.
Yep.
Pilot, 64, read. Lead River.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Nope.
Now here's Vic. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Defensively, looks like they were thinking the same thing you were. You mentioned maybe being able to hit them with some screens, but they were ready.
Yeah, it's not just the guys who have the headsets on offense that do the thinking, right? They saw, they understood what they did, and said, you know something, how would you try to play it against us? And they were ready for it.
Yeah.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. 1st and goal inside the 10. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. On 1st down, here's Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Yep.
2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal.
I'm ready.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, did he catch it?
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Okay.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. This quarterback now already at 150 yards passing, and we're still in the first quarter. It's 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I know, brother.
Vic readies to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
20, Eagles 14.
Let's go. Hey, Robo, check 53. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Let me know.
You gonna take. You gonna take off.
On 2nd and 11 now. Vic.
Oh,
This
get
is gonna
down,
wind
get
up
down, get
incomplete.
down.
The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
And just know, when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Let me know.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Yep.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll buy some time right. Looking deep for Hilton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Vick now. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After the sack on first down, Vick steps away to his... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Miles Jack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick being chased out left. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Ooh.
And this one is right through. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a first down. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I'm ready.
They're going to look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yep.
Recon, 132.5 now.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This will be taken in at the 1.
and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Yo, that is just...
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Are you ready?
Vic goes play action. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A handoff to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Nope.
From the gun, Vic. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Yep. Hawkins did.
2nd and 6. His throw incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw.
Hey, thank you.
The throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He's tough.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Yep.
Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
throwing. Vic. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Vic, and he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Vic. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this one is right down Broadway.
Okay.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken very short.
Nice, Frank, eh?
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The sequel's going to be even better.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 and what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Forced out to his left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, a run from Breida. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Off the play fake, Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Okay.
Vic to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Quentin Williams make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. To throw, Vic. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 5. They'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Why? What?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Watch the screen.
Yep.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That second down play nets a -4. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Here comes the Saints punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
You ready?
Vic now from the 50, out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Yep.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You got 3 down, 3 down. X3, 218, chop.
Yep.
Jam. Hey, zoom. Hit it.
2nd and 3. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football.
You're
Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yeah, not against the Eagles.
This
You're
is
playing the
3rd and
Falcons,
1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Yep.
They'll drop the throw. Able to find Weller. That's complete. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Yep.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
I'm ready, brother.
He'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him again.
Welcome to
Like
the
how they
party.
started the third quarter
That's
here. They
okay.
forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Yep.
Hey, Haywood.
Back to throw here. And the catch made by Hilton.
T.Y.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Yep.
Five. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Eagles' defense able to hold.
Who's that? Oh, poor Stedemeyer. That's embarrassing.
The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They will indeed go for it. Vick. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And the foul.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as
Hey,
they set them up for third down.
don't start. I know what you're going
Despite
to
the
say.
blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Let me know.
Check, check. Lucky.
Here's a give to Barkley. He will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001.
Touchdown, defense. Hey, Charlie. 51, Mike.
Yep.
Mike 51. Come on, D.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Hey, lock it. Hey, defense, let go.
Shift.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is
What in
incomplete.
the world is
Now,
that?
he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dip.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
The whole situation.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Let me know.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Oh, yeah.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Yeah.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nice. Yep.
They're going to look to throw. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Yep.
This is Breida. And an alley to run. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They dogged Deshaun Watson.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Switch up, switch up. Check. 53 for Mike. Check. 53 for Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Vic.
Come on, buddy.
Escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 11. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down, but you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there, kick it, put it through the post, go up 2 scores.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 2nd and 7, Vick buying time to his left. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. He had gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Flushed out right. Bryant has it.
Oh, cutting downfield after the catch.
35 and just shy of the 30.
Nice.
10 yards, good for a Saints first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Yep.
2nd and 9 now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Yep.
They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Vick. He's going to let it fly. They've got his man complete. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. They do tack on the extra point as well, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining. So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run with Breida, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
6-6, pull it high.
Yep. Yes.
They run again with Breida.
Thanks.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Yeah, let me know. I'm ready.
They go counter with Breida, and he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here's Breida.
Oh, where's the hole?
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is
That's
he
a
getting
hole.
stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Breida, he'll try the right side. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.